Welcome back to Cleverboy Gaming. In today's episode, I want to talk about why I cannot put Zelda Tears of the Kingdom down. First, I'd like to start this video by saying that I'm a huge Zelda fan. Some of my first memories of video games include Zelda for the SNES. Something about the idea of being a lone boy with a sword and shield, sent on an adventure to save the world, truly inspired me then and now. As a result, with Nintendo's new addition to the franchise, I find myself in euphoria, reliving the ambitions of my younger years. So here's why I can't put Tears of the Kingdom down. Part 1. The scope of it all. It's not a secret that Breath of the Wild changed the landscape of open-world games. The vast open field and connected elements brought us into a world we can interact with. For so long we were used to a formula of checkpoints and item collection. Rarely did we see concepts of physics established so effectively in gaming. But now, Nintendo has taken it a step further. The sheer scope of the ecosystem of Tears of the Kingdom is enough to make your head spin. With the opening level taking you high into the sky, it doesn't take much time until you feel the rush of blood to your head and the weight of the thin air high above the clouds. When you consider the three-dimensional plane designed in this new Hyrule, you realize your character is as small as ever, within a world that fully utilizes X, Y, and Z axes. This means that not only can you move up and down a map, but you can also move into and out of a map. For those who don't understand that, imagine something jumping out of the phone towards your face while you're watching your favorite Cleverboy Gaming post. This newfound dimension can take a while to get used to, and for me, has created a new standard in open-world map designs. You now have 3 maps stacked on top of each other and integrated seamlessly in gameplay. And with this newfound scope, we move to the second reason I cannot put Tears of the Kingdom down. Part 2. The engineering system. In Tears of the Kingdom, the world is so vast that a mode of transportation has to be efficient enough to get the job done quickly, while still being fun enough to repeat. And Nintendo decided to say, hell with it, do whatever you want. If you want to fly through the sky on a jet, go ahead. If you want to cruise through a canyon on a two-wheeler, of course. And if you want to jet through the cool waters on a motorboat, you can do that too. With the new Zona device system, you can literally create anything, any mode of transport you can think of, and as long as the physics make sense, you're good. Something about this new system awakens the mad scientist in me. And when you finally get your experimental Death Star hovercraft to take flight, there's not much that can match that satisfaction. Nintendo accomplished this by blending their state-of-the-art physics system with a brand new functional device system. These devices are used as tools to take advantage of the physics already built into the game. For example, you may have a glider that can then be combined with a propeller, and now you have a plane. And trust, there are many more devices in the game to find. And with all this space and tools, we reach the final reason I cannot put Tears of the Kingdom down. Part 3. The mystery of the land. In Breath of the Wild, the world was vast and beautiful, filled with beautiful landscapes, but it was also quite barren. The scenic view was enough, but I always wished the world was inhabited, filled with life. And with Tears of the Kingdom, Nintendo did not disappoint. Hyrule is now bustling. At every turn, there is someone new to meet. Each encounter takes you into a story that brings more character and context to the inhabitants. Each kingdom of Hyrule expresses a different culture you can feel by speaking with those who live there. You can hear personal stories of how towns are coping through hardship. It brings a sense of purpose to the adventure. You can actually raid monster hideouts with the townfolk, seeking to rid themselves of the gloom. You can chariot patrons in a horse and carriage. You can even escort Koroks home on rockets. There's tons of new secrets hidden in the map as well. You may fall into a hole and discover an underground cave. You can turn the corner and be met with the monster squadron. And still nothing feels overused. With intelligent AI, the NPCs always feel fresh, and each battle can be your last. With a variety of options in a world that feels so lived in, each time you defeat a monster, you truly do feel like a hero. In conclusion, with over 200 hours into the game, without a single main quest complete, I have finally decided why I can't put the game down. It isn't because I've been playing too many games. Rather, it's because I've only been playing one game, Tears of the Kingdom. It has everything I need in a game of this genre, and even more. Tears of the Kingdom marks a high point in 3D open-world games. The scope of the world, revolutionizing what we think is possible. In addition, giving players full capability to create like never before adds a fresh approach to an overused build mechanic. And above all, Nintendo has made us care about Hyrule once again, showing us that it is still no holding back the Zelda franchise and innovation. But you tell me, have you been playing Tears of the Kingdom? And if so, can you put it down?